Good morning, you guys, and welcome to Cup of Joe. I'm your host, Jordy, and today I am joined with
Will.
Oh yeah, we're excited to be here. Hopefully you guys had a great day starting off your morning, and it's even better now that you're here with us. And we're going to be streaming to you live all day long on all those brand new Pilot TVs, your Pilot Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as Twitch. Both of our channel names are MegaSota for you guys.
Oh yeah, and speaking of those shiny new Pilot TVs, we just sent over a bunch of them to new locations.
Oh yes.
And they're unwrapping those shiny new Pilot TVs over at American Legion Spicer, Cactus Jacks, Mankato VFW, Buffalo Lake Muni, Carbone's Pizza CR Billiards, the Burrell House Bar and Cafe, Hard Times, Silver Creek Inn, Rusty Nail Thief River Falls, Lucky's on 3rd, Gabby's, Port 507 Bar, Dillion's Double D's, Montgomery American Legion, City Club Bar, Whiskey Hill Grill, Maurer Brothers Liquor, Pooter's Sports Bar, Tony's Saloon, Stumble In, it should be Stumble Out, BJ's Bar and Grill, TJ's Tavern on and off sale, as well as Kim's Saloon and Grill.
Wow.
Woo! You guys really took my breath away with that one. Definitely very exciting stuff. Glad you guys are getting all those shiny new Pilot TVs.
That is crazy, guys. Definitely go check out all of those brand new locations. That's some really awesome stuff. Stumble In, that is an awesome name.
Oh, it really is.
But, you guys, a lot of reasons to be checking out all the different streaming platforms and locations we're going to be playing at as we get our bingo day started off right with Vikings Bingo. We have that jackpot at about $1,576. You can take home that prize in 52 balls or less.
Oh, yeah, but right after that, going on from 1 all the way till 4 o'clock, we've got our Jackpot Hunter 25-cent cards. You guys definitely want to stick around for that. That minor is going to be starting off the day at $53, and it's at a 56 ball count. But once it hits $100, it will be going up to that 60 ball count, meaning it should be going out super quickly.
Absolutely, and that's not the only jackpot we have to watch out for in the 25-cent card edition of Jackpot Hunter, as that major is grown to about $2,788. You can take that home in 50 balls or less.
Oh, yeah, but right after that Jackpot Hunter 25-cent cards, we start our happy hour stream. And there's that Skull Bingo that's right in there. You guys got 23 games to that. You guys definitely want to be checking that out, going from 4 to 6. There's that line prize. It's starting off the day at $721, and it's always at that 10 ball count. Make sure you guys are sticking around for that.
Absolutely. You guys definitely want to be like one of our lucky jackpot winners. Just yesterday, we gave out 3 different jackpots. That first one went out to Brian over at Shooter's Saloon and Eatery, who took home $626.
Oh, yeah. Right after that, we had J Rock over at Shady's Real Side, taking home $11,094, our largest jackpot of the day.
Nicely done, J Rock. And then the last jackpot that went out yesterday went out to Harley over at Clancy's on Island Lake, who got to take home $768.
Oh, yeah, definitely some awesome stuff. But if you guys want to stick away from our regular scheduled bingo just a little bit, there's a new eTab game we just released this Thursday. Oh, last Thursday. It's called Stinkin' Rich. You guys can check out that Keys to Riches bonus and try to win the biggest prizes. It's definitely a blast, and you guys should definitely check that out.
Absolutely. It's a lot of fun. So, guys, check that out and let us know what you think. But we're going to be checking into St. Louis Park, Minnesota to see what the weather's looking like. And you guys have been getting abundant sunshine today. That high is looking at about 90 degrees, so it is going to be a warm one. There will be some gusts of winds going about 15 to 25 miles per hour, and they could even potentially get up past 40 miles per hour today.
Oh, yeah, definitely very windy, but going on into the night, it's going to be dropping down to around 65 degrees. It's going to be partly cloudy with skies this evening, increasing clouds with periods of showers late, low near 65, and the winds are going to be southwest at 10 to 20, so at least that wind's going to be dropping down just a little bit.
Absolutely, but if you find yourself caught in a storm, get out of the rain and come play Pilot games with us, as we got Vikings Bingo kickstarting off from 12 to 1 today, just 10 minutes after we get off air with you guys. They're 25-cent cards like always. We're excited to be back in the Vikings Bingo season, and we have got that jackpot of about $1,576 that you can take home in 52 balls or less.
Oh, yeah, but as you guys are going to be taking home some cash, you guys are also going to be earning points for our Twiking Zone. It's our lunchtime standings, one half of the year when it's Twins Bingo and the other half of the year when it's Vikings Bingo. And our players, we've had a couple switch-ups going on.
That's right. We had a big shake-up happening, but it's not until the top of our standings where we'll see it happen. So I'll let you take 10th through 7th, as those are our players outside of that 100,000-point club.
Oh, yeah. Kicking us off in 10th place, we have Putz over at American Legion Pine River, currently sitting with 53,000 points. Only about 3,000 points ahead in 9th place, it's T-Bone over at Poppers with 56,000 points. In 8th place, we have Tez over at Poppers as well with 73,000 points, pulling ahead from T-Bone. But in 7th place, we have Red, who's over at American Legion Fridley, just shy outside of that 100,000 point club with 86,000 points.
That's right, but the player that officially is in that 100,000 point club just recently this week. In 6th place, it's Caribou over at Trail Stop Tavern, who sits with 116,000 points. 5th place is Nan at Corky's Bar South Haven with 138,000. Then with 143,000 points in 4th place, it's Mikey Wins at Steve-O's. 3rd place is Scrub Eye at VFW Blaine with 151,000 points, and this is where the shakeups happen. Our number 1 player was pushed back to 2nd as loser Dave over at Finlayson Municipal Bar sits in 2nd now with 158,000 points, and in 1st place, taking that spot on over from 2nd, it is Sinbob at Corky's Bar in South Haven, who sits with 161,000 points.
Ooh, definitely a crazy switch up. Me and Ian saw that happening during that lunchtime show. We didn't see loser Dave out there yesterday, but hopefully we'll see him out there today trying to get some of those wins.
I'm sure once he realizes that he's lost that 1st place spot, he'll be out there trying to reclaim the throne once again. But Sinbob is that competitive player that I know will get those consistent wins, so it will be a duel for that 1st place spot.
Oh yeah, definitely will. But moving on from the player standings, onto the location side of things a little bit. Starting us off in 10th place, we have Steve-O's and Crystal with 61,000 points. They're only about 5,000 points behind 9th place Cooper's Restaurant Egan with 66,000 points. In 8th place, we have Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids. They have 87,000 points. And only about 2,000 points behind that 100,000 point club, we have 7th place Miniger Sports Hub in La Crescent, who is currently sitting with 98,000 points. Definitely very close to that 100,000 point club.
Do you think they'll get into that 100,000 point club today?
I think we could definitely see that happen. We see that location get a pretty good amount of wins.
Absolutely. I think that they will definitely be getting into that 100,000 point club today. But a couple locations that are already there. In 6th place, we have our place on 3rd and Faribault, who sits with 125,000 points. And in 5th place, we have VFW Blaine sitting with 151,000. But our 4th place location ended up moving on up next into the 200,000 point club as Poppers in Virginia now sits with 201,000 points. And in 3rd place, a location also in that point club, we have Corky's Bar in South Haven with 279,000 points.
Oh yeah, but moving out of that 200,000 point club into a different point club, it's 2nd place American Legion Fridley that are sitting with 335,000 points. But our 1st place location didn't want to sit in that 300,000 point club for too long, as they are in a totally different club. They are currently sitting with 439,000 points, and it's none other than VFW Spring Lake Park, kind of pulling away with it.
Absolutely, doing some stuff. They are definitely taking over those standings. VFW Spring Lake Park ran away with it last season, and I think they're trying to do so again this one. We'll have to see what can happen, as last season they hit record-breaking scores of over 1 million points reported in Season 12, and we're almost through halfway of Season 11 they took home over 1 million points. We're in Season 12 now, and we're almost halfway through, I think.
Ooh.
So it's definitely moving on forward, and we're going to have to see what points they end up with. But if you just want to check out some of our different E-Tab games other than our regularly scheduled bingo, we have that Stinkin' Rich game that just hit the iPads last week. It's a lot of fun, but if you want to try something different, one that we're listening to right now is Ruby's Adventure. It's a lot of fun. You guys will definitely want to check out this E-Tab, but if that doesn't sound to your speed, we have over 50 different ones to choose from.
Oh yeah, those you can play anytime to win some huge prizes up to $1,500. All these games have small bets between 50 cents and $5, and they all have awesome bonus and free play rounds, and they all have their own themes, so there's definitely a theme for everybody.
Absolutely. But after we finish up our Vikings bingo at 1 p.m., we jump right into the 25-cent card edition of Jackpot Hunter, so you guys can have some more fun for the day. And from 1 to 4, you guys are going to be trying to take home quite a few of those prizes as we give out multiple minor prizes a day, and that minor is starting out today at $53 at 56 balls or less. As Will was saying, once it clicks up to $100, it'll click up from 56 to 60, and once it reaches $150, it'll cap off at a 64 ball marker, but that cash will continue to grow until it goes out to one of you lucky winners. We also have a major prize on the line in those games that has $2,788 starting out the day. You can take that home in 50 balls or less, as well as that mega at $25,000 that you can take home in 45 balls or less.
Oh yeah, making it the perfect run-up for our happy hour stream, and that starts off for you guys at 4 o'clock with that first game of Lucky 4 Bingo. You guys get that first shot at $33,107, but not to worry, if you guys are unable to get that jackpot, after 23 games of Skull Bingo, you guys will be getting a second shot at that. During those 23 games that run from 4 all the way till 6 o'clock, you guys have a chance going after that line prize. It's starting off the day at $721. You guys can always take that home in 10 balls or less. That large frame prize that must have gone out last night, it's currently sitting at $838. You guys can take that home in 43 balls or less. And then there's that coverall prize sitting in the back, currently sitting at $1,594. And as always, you guys can take that home in 50 balls or less.
Yeah, that large frame must have gone out to that $8,000 or that $10,000 prize that went out just last night. And so that is some really exciting stuff. But no matter what that cash amount is at, you can always take that home in 43 balls or less. So you guys could definitely take it home again tonight. And as soon as we guys get these happy hour standings updated, we'll have a bunch of shakeups to talk about with you guys. As from 4 to 6, when you guys are taking home those points, you guys are competing against each other in our happy hour standings. But I'm going to take the players away, and I'll let you take the locations, as we have not been able to update them just quite yet. In 10th place, we start off with a 3-way tie between Wolfstein at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, Crazy Kid at Tasty Pizza Hangar 45, and Jay Surma at Grumpy's Bar and Grill Roseville, as they all sit with 10,000 points. We have a 3-way tie in 7th place between Dustball 75 at Charlie Sports Bar and Grill, Tesla at Friends Bar and Restaurant, and Kirby at American Legion Fridley. They all have 11,000. Then with 12,000 in 6th place, we got Lucky Ride at South Street Saloon. 5th place is Chica at Willie McCoy's of Andover with 13,000. Then in 4th place, we got Billany at VFW Blaine with 15,000. 17,000 sits with our 3rd place player O. Lars at Anamia Vets Club. 2nd place is Brother Nate at Carboni's Pizza and Sports Bar Burnsville with 20,000. And in 1st place, it is Funk at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 38,000 points.
Oh yeah, we can't wait to see those player standings updated. But on the location side of things, in 10th place, we have Dugout Bar and Grill in Bethel with 16,000 points. In 8th place, we have a 2-way tie between the Barrel House Bar and Cafe in Coon Rapids and William McCoy's at Andover. They're both tied with 17,000 points. In 7th place, we have Carboni's Pizza and Sports Bar Burnsville with 19,000 points. Kicking things off with 23,000 points, we have 6th place VFW Blaine. In 5th place, we have Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 in Hilltop with 26,000 points. With 33,000 points in 4th place, we have American Legion Fridley. 3rd place, it's VFW Spring Lake Park with 44,000 points. Shortly ahead before this little break, we have 2nd place Anamia Vets Club with 46,000 points. And in 1st place, it's Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 80,000 points.
That's some really exciting stuff, and as soon as we get these updated, we'll let you guys know, and we'll go over all the crazy shakeups that happened in the last coming weeks. But if you, after that Lucky 4 bingo game at 6 p.m. that has over $33,000 on the line, that's when you guys will jump into some uninterrupted skull bingo for the rest of the night from 6 p.m. all the way till 10 p.m. Whatever those big progressives lay off at the end of our happy hour show, that's what they'll pick up as at our top of the 6 p.m. starting, and so you guys will play that for the next 4 hours, and no matter what those prizes are at, you can take home that line prize in 10 balls or less, that large frame in 43 balls or less, and that coverall prize in 50 balls or less. Now, usually 2 nights a week we have some interruptions, and so next Tuesday night at 6:40 we got MegaSota game night happening. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we have a jackpot jungle coverall at the end of the night that has over $33,627, and you can take that home in 54 balls or less.
Oh yeah, but that isn't the only special tonight we have running throughout the week, because the very next night we have our Twins Wednesday, and that goes on from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. We have a ton of PGL action that goes on throughout the night, including a bunch of high and low games where the biggest loser can win the same biggest prize as the biggest winner. But at the tail end of the night, we have 2 very fun games. This time we have 2 games of game day bingo for you guys. It's definitely a blast, and it was very fun last night.
Oh, I heard it was a great show, so make sure you guys check that out. And this Sunday during the Vikings opener between them and the Packers, we got Vikings game day happening. That's going to be starting at about 2:25 for you guys, so make sure you guys are tuning in this Sunday, as it's going to be a very special broadcast for us. But if you plan on coming out for either of those specialty nights that happen Tuesday or Wednesday, you need to make sure you're signed up at PGL.world, because once you're a member of the Pilot Gambling League, you'll be able to compete against each other for PGL points. But not only that, you'll be awarded some awesome monthly newsletters that get sent out to you guys once you sign up, and it has awesome information in there. Just like the last coming weeks, we've talked about our annual event PyCon that's happening next week on Thursday, September 15th. It's going to be a lot of fun. Registration has since closed since we have sold out the entire show, and I hope to see you guys out there. But if you missed your chance at signing up and reserving a spot, make sure you guys are coming out to a local location where you guys can play Pilot games next Thursday, because we're going to be live streaming the whole event for you guys, and it's a great time to take home some cash as well.
Oh yeah, but another reason to get signed up at the PGL is you get put on our new PGL member spotlight.
Oh yes.
Where we give you guys a little bit of extra luck and see if we can't jumpstart you guys on those PGL standings. We had a couple players that did just that. Mr. C's, J Vaughn 26, Just for Fun, Leashy, B Tower, Tear Bear, Sniffles, T Connoisseur, Pavanti, D Stroge, Dazzle 68, Rubino, Lord Help Me, Extra Ray, Hunter's Mom, Unluck Me 1, and Southern Q.
Nicely done. Welcome everybody to the Pilot Gambling League. We'd love to see you guys all signing up, and hopefully next week we can see you get awarded some PGL points where you guys can compete against each other in our PGL standings. Now, we had a PGL night just last night, so we got a few shakeups to talk about in these player standings.
Oh yeah, we had to switch up, kicking us off in the back half of our player standings between 10th place, previously in 8th, Nixon, who actually had just jumped into our standings the previous Tuesday. Nixon is over at VFW Roseville, currently sitting with 463,000 points. They got bumped back by 2 players that had jumped into the standings from outside. 9th place, previously unranked Brizo, over at the Underground Bar and Grill, currently sitting with 478,000 points. In 8th place, previously unranked Sarah Honey, who's over at VFW Austin with 499,000 points. Definitely 2 big-time players jumping on into these PGL standings.
That just proves how competitive it is to try and stay in these standings. Longtime players like Brizo and Sarah Honey, and even Nixon trying to fight for survival each week and out. And Nixon, we've kind of known this pattern. It seems like Tuesday nights they get kicked out, Wednesday nights they come back in. So it's something super exciting that we're going to have to be looking out for as these longtime players are trying to compete against each other in these standings. But even further on, we got some more shakeups happening as our 6th and 7th place players actually switch spots. Getting pushed back from 6th place now into 7th, we have Mouse over at Municipal Liquor Store La Center, who sits with 510,770 points. And moving up from 7th now into 6th, we got Sloppy at Malone's Bar and Grill with 525,660 points. But our entire top 5 has stayed solidified, and so I'll let you take those players away.
Oh yeah, kicking us off in that 5th place spot, we have Keeves over at Clearwater Legion Post 323 with 553,000 points. They're not too far behind 4th place Keith, who's over at Billy's Rockford with 563,000 points. In 3rd place, we have Devoided, who's over at the Roadside with 571,410 points. They're only about only about 1,000 points behind 2nd place Bergar, who's over at the Rusty Nail Thief River Falls with 572,585 points. Definitely a very close race there. But our 1st place player has started to run away with it all. They are closing in on that 1 million point club, although it's about 2,000 points shy. It is Forget You D, who's over at VFW Austin with 825,980 points. They're closer to the million point club than they are to the 2nd place player.
That is awesome stuff. I can't wait to see Forget You D make it to that next point club, that 1 million point club. Our first player to do so of season 12. That'll be some really exciting stuff, and we should definitely be seeing that in the next coming weeks. But on the location side of things, our 10th place location stayed the same as Corner Bar and Grill Winstead, stayed in 10th place with 1,473,000. But our 9th place location came in from unranked, pushing our 9th place location completely out of our standings as 10th place was able to hold on. Now in 9th, we have VFW Austin sitting with 1,482,000 points, but the shakeups don't stop there.
Oh yeah, we had a switch up between 8th and 7th place, with 8th place actually getting pushed back from 7th. We have Rusty Nail Thief River Falls, currently sitting with 1,491,000 points. They got pushed back by 7th place, previously in 8th, LJ's in Miltona, who's currently sitting with 1,552,000 points. But I think that might have been the last of those switch ups. Oh.
Actually, no. Ooh. There is one right at the top of our standings. And so now in 2nd place, getting pushed back from 1st, we have Poppers in Virginia, finally losing that 1st place spot after weeks of staying in that spot. They sit with 2,389,000 points, but the location taken over 1st place this week, it is Howie's Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud, as they now sit with 2,437,000.
Ooh, definitely some crazy stuff there. But if you guys want to stay in the know with everything Pilot, go give us a like and follow on our Facebook page. You just got to search up Pilot Games and you'll be able to see our logo. That way, you can see weekly bingo schedules, event details and reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and so much more, including the website link where you can see our link tree that has links to bar locations, all of our social media, and so much more.
Absolutely. You guys will definitely want to stay in the know about everything Pilot Games if you're an avid Pilot player, so make sure you go over to our Facebook page and you'll see all of our info there. But now it's come time where we want to share some very important info with you guys about a very important player taking home a huge jackpot this past weekend. Down to Earth, who was playing over at VFW Dilworth, took home the largest jackpot of $10,471 this past weekend, and while playing at VFW Dilworth, they supported the VFW Post 1223 Dilworth H&H. Their mission is to foster camaraderie among U.S. veterans and of overseas conflicts, to serve our veterans, the military, and our communities, as well as to advocate on the behalf of all veterans.
Oh yeah, definitely a very important charity right there. So just make sure that you guys know that whenever you guys are playing these pilot games, your community wins.
See you guys in 10.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days! Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson!
Have a really nice day! Woo!
entertainment, the people watching.
Cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Come on, let's get stinking rich. Smell you later. Smells like money. Five free plays awarded. That smells wild. It doesn't get any better than that. Smells like a big one. Five times multiplier. It's raining cash. You gotta play to win.
Hey guys, and we are here for a little bit of Vikings bingo action. We just have 50 seconds to get enrolled in this very first game, and we have $1,627 of total prizes. But all 10 of these Vikings games will be streaming live to you guys on the Pilot TV, Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name on YouTube and Twitch is MegaSota.
That's right. We're really excited about streaming to you guys live all day long, so make sure you guys are tuning in as we got a lot of fun prizes on the line for you guys. And how's your Thursday starting off today?
Oh, it's been a pretty good day. It's been nice and sunny this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Woke up to some good sunshine and got my day day going. I mean, I'm just cruising. It's a regular Thursday. It's pretty work filled on my Thursday, so not much outside of just the work scape of things. But
yeah, you guys are gonna get double trouble today as we are on this one and the happy hour show tonight for you guys, and we are officially in this game number 1.
Yeah, should be a lot of fun. And we talked about Pilot TVs being one of the places that we stream to, and some of those Pilot TVs that just got installed are American Legion Spicer, Cactus Jack's, Mankato VFW, Buffalo Lake Muni, Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards, one of our biggest locations, finally getting one of those Pilot TVs.
That's right.
The Barrel House Bar and Cafe, Hard Times, Silver Creek Inn, the Rusty Nail Thief River Falls, Lucky's on Third, Gabby's, Port 507 Bar, Dylan's Double D's, Montgomery American Legion City Club Bar, Whiskey Hill Grill, Maurer Brothers Liquor, Pooter's Sports Bar, Tony's Saloon, Stumble Inn, BJ's Bar and Grill, TJ's Tavern on and Off Sale, and Kim's Saloon and Grill.
That's awesome stuff. We got Scrub Eye at VFW Blaine taking home that $6 line prize as we're working on this $6 large M in this $1,613 jackpot. Now, I gotta say, Stumble In is one of the most creative, fun names I've heard.
Great play on the words.
I love it.
Yeah, you know, it's an inn.
I'm just gonna go Stumble In.
But they named it Stumble, and so now it's the Stumble In.
I know Will was saying it should be called the Stumble Out.
Ah, that's funny. That's funny. Well, you want them to come in, so I guess you want them to be stumbling in.
Yeah.
But definitely some great locations getting those Pilot TVs. Super, super fun stuff. We are still working on this $6 large M, as well as that $1,600 jackpot. We'll see if we can give out any of them, as that large M is already going out.
That's right. Art over at Castle Rock Bar and Grill is taking home that $6 large M in this game number 1, and we got a nice little run up at this jackpot right now with Yo-Yo 5 balls away, and now a couple other players getting in line to do so as well.
Yeah, they definitely are in line, as we still have 10 balls to drop before we move past this jackpot, and hopefully we don't move past it and we just get to give it out, as Yo-Yo and Dak are 4 balls away. Seeing Dak out there makes me think of Dak Prescott, and it's the start of football season officially today. The first game of the official NFL season happening today.
Who's
tonight. It should be the Rams and I think it's the Rams and Tampa Bay, maybe, or Rams and Buffalo.
Bills.
It's the Bills and the Rams who are playing tonight, which should be some fun stuff. We do have that $10 must-go coverall prize going out, as we just barely missed out on that coverall jackpot. But it's Webb over at Miniger Sports Hub taking home a nice prize of $10. Good job to all the winners in this first game of Vikings Bingo. We're about to be getting enrolled into a game number 2. So make sure you guys are getting enrolled and pressing play. But, I mean, 56 balls, only 4 balls away from taking home the coverall jackpot.
That's right. We're having a good omen nice and early. That means we got 9 more games to try and give it out, and things are looking good. So make sure you guys are getting enrolled, and let's get this prize out in one of your guys' pockets. Now, who do you think is going to be winning this first game?
Ooh, tonight's game.
Let's make some predictions.
You know what? I'm going to say I'm not going to give a score prediction just yet, because I'll hold on with that score prediction
we'll do that the happy hour
for
show.
tonight.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say that the Buffalo Bills get the win. I think the Rams, they got that Super Bowl hangover. They're just, you know, they won it all. It's tough for a team that just went to the Super Bowl to get started on a hot start the very next season, just due to the fact that they had parades half the offseason. They had things. They had book signings. I mean, they had all these other things outside of just your.
Yeah, well, all those other teams were training this entire time.
Exactly. So I'm saying a little bit of Super Bowl hangover for the Rams, and the Bills end up getting this win, even though I'm not sure if the Bills are an actual better team than the Rams.
Yeah.
I just think the Bills are going to end up with the win.
Okay, well, just to be different from you, I'm going to pick the Rams.
I mean, the Super Bowl winners. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't go wrong with the most talented team in the NFL. I mean, was last year, obviously, because they won the Super Bowl.
Yep.
They got a bunch of all their stars are coming back with Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald, Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp. I mean, those are the 4 guys that led them to the Super Bowl last year. They're back again, and it should be pretty interesting to see.
Aaron Donald is one of my favorite players to watch.
He is so scary.
He is so scary.
Yeah, he was just at a practice where he was swinging helmets at dudes and having a it was a crazy fight that ended up breaking out.
Really?
I mean, there's fights that break out in every training camp that has 2 teams that face each other.
Yeah.
There's at least 2 to 3 fights that happen
awesome.
at that thing. Just because football's a physical sport and it just
Things get heated.
emotions get high and things happen. And Aaron Donald, he's a passionate player,
Yes,
and
he is.
it shows on the field and shows sometimes in those practices. But we just have 50 seconds to get enrolled in this game number 2 of Vikings Bingo. And if you take home that jackpot, you'll be added to our jackpot list, which we've given out 23 jackpots over the last 7 days and 220 jackpots during this season 12.
That's right. Some really exciting stuff. And that first one that went out yesterday went out to Brian over at Shooter Saloon and Eatery, who got to take home $626.15.
Good job. The next one went out to J-Rock over at Shady's Railside, taking home the largest jackpot, which I think was the the large frame prize in Skull Bingo, and it was $11,094 going out to J-Rock's.
Nicely done. That is a huge jackpot to take home. And then our final one we gave out went out to Harley over at Clancy's on Island Lake, who got to take home $768.85.
Yeah, good job to all of our players getting some wins over yesterday. And hopefully we can see more people get added to this list today. But if you want to take home some jackpots, maybe not make the list, but have a really good time, try out our newest E-Tab game. It's called Stinkin' Rich. Check out the Keys to Riches bonus, and you'll be winning some big prizes. And I think it's officially now 1 week since we released a Stinkin' Rich, and so you guys have had a week to play it, and we'd love to hear some responses about how you feel about that game. And there's one spot you can go to that is a great place to give your opinion.
Absolutely, and if you guys didn't know where that is, it's our Facebook page. Once you search up Pilot Games, you can give us a like and follow, give us your feedback, and also stay up to date with everything Pilot Games. We release promos as we release our new E-Tab, so you guys can get a little sneak peek video of what to expect in those awesome games that we release, as well as a lot of great other information like monthly newsletters. You get big weekly bingo schedules, event details, binders, big progressives, see all those amazing player pictures, and so much more. You can even utilize that link tree, but I'll tell you guys what's on that link tree after we talk about these winners.
Yeah, we do have a split line prize between Scrub Eye at VFW Blaine and Nan at Corky's Bar South Haven, 2 big-time players splitting up $7.
Yeah, Scrub Eye definitely out there to try and take home some wins, as well as Nan closing in on Mikey wins.
Oh, yeah.
But if you guys click on that link tree, as I was saying, on our social media, you'll see direct links to all of our platforms, our other social medias that you guys can access, like Twitter and Instagram, all of our streaming platforms, pgl.world, and all the locations around Minnesota where you guys can play Pilot Games.
Yeah, it's really, really good stuff on our Facebook page and all of our social media.
Absolutely.
As it definitely keeps you up to date. And it's also a great place to send in player pictures. And if you want to send in a player picture of you playing Stinkin' Rich, we'd love to show that off as well. But we have live bingo playing all day long that we just got started off with because our bingo day starts off. I mean, before this, we have a Cup of Joe with Jordy 5 days a week. It's 11:30 to 11:50, where you go over a bunch of great pilot game action, everything you need to know about pilot games in that Cup of Joe with Jordy. But after that, that's when we start bingo. From 12 all the way till 1, we play this Vikings bingo, where we have $1,649 on the line. All we got to do is give it out in 52 balls or less, and we're pretty close to that right now. Only 2 balls to do so, and so it's looking like we're going to have to do the double win to give it out, and it doesn't look like we're doing that.
But we got Deb at Good Shot, as well as Walleyes at North Star Bar Rochester, splitting up that $7 large frame as we move past that jackpot to a $10 Musco prize with a bunch of you guys 2 balls away.
Oh yeah, but that jackpot's growing and rolling into this next game.
That's right.
And we play 10 games of this. After that 10th game, right at 1 o'clock, you head into the Jackpot 125-cent edition that runs from 1 all the way till 4 o'clock.
Absolutely. We got great prizes in the line line in there, and you guys get to take home many minors a day. But we got a winner on this round as Tez over at Poppers in Virginia is taking home that $10 must-go prize in this game number 2. We're about to begin enrolled in game number 3. But after we finish off those 10 games and you jump into the 25-cent card edition that runs from 1 all the way till 4 p.m. of Jackpot Hunter, we have that minor starting out the day at 56 balls or less, already at $53.76. But you guys know the drill by now. As soon as that clicks up to $100, it's going to be clicking up 4 balls to a 60 ball count for you guys. And then once it reaches $150, if it even reaches that high, it'll click up from 60 to 64 balls or less. That ball count will remain at that 64 balls or less, while that cash will continue to grow until it gets into one of your guys' pockets.
Yeah, it's a great time. And winning really good cash with that minor jackpot going out multiple times during that 1 to 4 span.
Absolutely. But you guys will also get a chance at taking home a minor and a mega prize. That major prize is starting out the day at $2,788. You can take that home in 50 balls or less. And that mega prize is at $25,000 that you can take home in 45 balls or less.
Oh, yeah. You guys just have 2 minutes to get enrolled in this next game of Vikings Bingo. But after that Jackpot 125-cent edition from 1 to 4, it leads you right into our happy hour bingo, where me and you are going to be back in the studio once again playing some really good games. The first one is some Lucky 4 bingo right at 4 p.m. $33,107 on the line. And if you don't win it in that opportunity, you'll have another opportunity at 6 p.m. for that 33 grand jackpot. But in between, you got 23 games of Skull Bingo, $1 edition, where you have a coverall of $1,594, 50 balls or less to win, a large frame of $838, 43 balls or less to win, and that line prize that goes out multiple times during our happy hour is sitting at $721. You could take home in 10 balls or less. And if any of those jackpots grow and roll over past the happy hour, don't worry, because you'll get more opportunities them after the happy hour.
That's right. After that second round of Lucky 4 Bingo right at 6 p.m., you guys get 4 hours of uninterrupted Skull Bingo with whatever those progressives lay off at the end of our happy hour show. That's what they pick up as. You can always take home that line prize in 10 balls or less. That large frame can be taken home in 43 balls or less, and you can take home that coverall prize always in 50 balls or less.
Yeah, it's a great time. And we sometimes like to interrupt that Skull Bingo with some specialty nights. Now, we already had 2 specialty nights this week with MegaSota Game Night, which starts at 6:40 every single Tuesday. Tony and Nikki are on that one with a great Jackpot Jungle Grand Finale of $33,627. Another one of those regular specialty nights is a Twins Wednesday. That runs from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. Now, both those nights we give out a bunch of PGL points, a bunch of great prizes, as well as just having a good time with our broadcasters. But this week is a little different, as we have a third specialty night on the docket, as we got Vikings Game Day. And we're super excited because this is going to be a special Vikings Game Day.
Oh, yeah.
We played a little bit of Game Day Bingo during our Twins Wednesday, and that's all we're going to be playing during Vikings Bingo. So if you guys didn't get a chance to try out that brand new game of Game Day Bingo, come out for Vikings Game Day at 2:25 on Sunday to be able to have a lot of fun with some bingo action, as well as see our specialty broadcast.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We got something very special coming up for you guys, so make sure you guys are tuning in for that season opener for the Vikings against Packers games at 2:25 this Sunday. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to be trying to give out some awesome cash for you guys.
Yeah, that's just 1 hour right before that game gets started. So you'd like to get there, an hour at the bar, an hour before, get your seat, play a little bit of bingo, get yourself warmed up for the game. Then you got bingo and football happening at the same time. Can't think of a better combination right there.
Absolutely. We got some winners, though, as we got Rick Lou over at Bergstrom Caboose and Creeker over at Silver Creek Inn, splitting up that $8 line prize. Now we're working on an $8 large M and a $1,690 jackpot.
Oh, yeah. A bunch of players 5 balls away already with Scrub Eye Jackson, Fu Manchu, Steph out there, Brad. I'm assuming that's Brad Pitt out there playing.
Wow.
But we do have some national days while you guys are working on these great prizes. And the first one is an important one. It's International Literacy Day. Encouraging and supporting literacy everywhere, September 8th marks International Literacy Day. The day focuses on the importance and value of literacy.
Absolutely. This is a very important day. As someone who definitely got out of touch with literacy and books for a very long time and is just finding her love for books again, I can only like encourage so many people to go read.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a huge one. It's one that has been lost a lot with the whole entire streaming and everything like that.
Just with technology.
Just being able to watch whatever you want any of the time, being able
Any
to constantly
mindless games.
be able to fill up any time. You really don't have much free time anymore.
Yeah.
Like true free time where you sit down all by yourself in thought kind of deal, where you normally, maybe pick up a book right there or something like that.
Absolutely.
You don't
I mean,
have that
it's
much.
so hard to kind of just say, I'm going to sit down and read 4 chapters of my book right now when you can just sit and play Candy Crush and go mindless.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. So, definitely a great day to get your literacy back going. And
what's your favorite genre
get
to read
reading.
of books?
Ooh, probably like fantasy.
Fantasy?
Fantasy books. I think those are super fun.
Wow.
Fantasy adventure books.
Oh, very fun.
Are really, really cool.
Yeah, we got a double winner, though.
Yeah, Fu Manchu over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, a location that just got a brand new Pilot TV, is taking home that prize, $8 on the large M and $12 on the coverall. Good job to all of our winners in this game number 3 of Vikings Bingo. We're about to be getting rolled into a game number 4, so we hope to see you guys continue to get enrolled into this one.
Absolutely. But you were saying an adventure fantasies,
Adventure
definitely.
fantasy, and then the other one is probably sports
nonfiction.
Sports nonfiction, like
autobiographies.
Yeah, autobiography books. Like I really enjoy those, like those underdog stories. I've really enjoyed reading. Like one of my favorite books is the Drew Brees autobiography, which is really really cool because he had so many things that didn't go his way, especially just being the quarterback he was. I mean, no one's ever seen a quarterback be as successful as he is with the kind of. I mean, he was under 6 foot and was a star quarterback in the NFL. It's just a really really cool story about overcoming people doubting him and everything like that. So that's another one of my favorite genres.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of the professional dancer that I used to follow, Misty Copeland, and her story of how she's a very short woman and she definitely does not have the physique that a normal prima ballerina has, but she has made it work for her. She's an incredible dancer and went on to be in the American Ballet Company and things of that sort. And so I love stories like that.
Yeah, no, it's a crazy Drew Brees. He tore he did something in his shoulder in high school, ended up losing a lot of recruitment, went to Purdue, showed out in Purdue, played phenomenally, then was getting overlooked in the NFL because he was only 5'10", 5'11", at the quarterback position, which isn't you don't see quarterbacks successful at that height unless they're mobile quarterbacks, and he wasn't a mobile quarterback, so they didn't see him ever working. He gets to the NFL. He goes to the Chargers, goes and starts for the Chargers. They decide, I don't think this is the right one. He ends up tearing the same thing in his shoulder again. People are thinking that he is done throwing the football in the NFL. Like he can't. He's physically will never be able to throw at an NFL level ever again. Then the New Orleans Saints medical staff said, we think he's good. We think you can take him. And he goes over to New Orleans, wins the Super Bowl with them, has one of the greatest statistical quarterback careers of anyone ever to play in the NFL. And it's just a really, really cool story.
Absolutely. Very cool stuff. Well, whatever genre suits your fancy, definitely look that up today and read a little bit of through a book.
Oh, yeah, definitely some fun stuff. Next up on our National Day list, it's a World Day. We have a lot of world and international days on today.
That's right. And this one is World Physical Therapy Day. World Physical Therapy Day on September 8th recognizes the crucial contributions that therapists make to society. The day aims to increase awareness of the benefits of physical therapy and the vast opportunities the profession offers.
Yeah, physical therapy, huge thing. Lots of people from elderly physical therapy, helping with arthritis, joint issues, and stuff like that, to other kinds of physical therapy where
injuries.
you just tear your ACL, or maybe it's physical therapy because you had to go through a big
surgery,
sickness or something like that, where your muscles deteriorated and stuff like that, and you had to come back from that. There's lots of different aspects of physical therapy that are helping out society every single day.
Absolutely. So if you guys are in physical therapy or a physical therapist, here's a little bit extra luck.
Ooh, There you
Right
go.
out to you.
Yeah, I bulleted that thing in there, so should be some good stuff. We do have a line prize going out to Hunter's mom over at the One More Club. Loser Dave over at Finlayson Municipal Bar. Yeah, they're splitting up $8 on that one. Good job to both those players. Loser Dave being a big-time player, and Hunter's mom being a player that just signed up for a PGL account.
There's a lot riding on this lunchtime right now for Loser Dave, and as soon as we get into the Twiking Zone standings, you guys will understand why, as he's fighting for that first place spot.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait to talk about it. As the first place player I have not seen yet on today.
Yeah, they're out there. I haven't seen them take home a win.
Oh, okay, so they are out there. But next up on our National Day list, it's World Ampersand Day. Each year on September 8th, we celebrate the functional, curly, and quirky little character on World Ampersand Day.
I don't know what this day is for.
Ampersand is what they use between curly and quirky. It's the and, which is a combination between E and T. And that combination in the in Latin or something like that is that symbol means and.
Oh.
Yes.
That's really interesting. Yeah, in French, ET means and.
Yeah, so it's the combination of those two letters, and it creates that little fun, functional, curly, and quirky little character.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I use that a lot. I never knew it had a name.
Yeah, it's called Ampersand.
The ampersand.
Yeah, that's really, really fun. I feel like that's one of those things that I'm surprised I didn't learn from Phineas and Ferb.
I know.
That's like I feel like they would have taught us Ampersand.
You
There's
would
definitely
think.
an episode. We just have to look it up. I just don't
Are you talking
remember.
about the Aglet episode?
There's an Aglet episode, obviously. I mean, that's the most popular episode of Phineas and Ferb ever. I mean, I hear it referred to all the time.
I think Squirrels in My Pants might top it.
Yeah, that's a good one. We do have a large M going out to Nan over at Corky's Bar South Haven, taking home $8, as we have that Musco coverall win.
That's right. Deb over at Good Shot is taking home $12 on that Musco prize. Nicely done to all of our winners in this game number 4. We're about to begin enrolled in game number 5 already.
The halfway point of these games, so that jackpot continued to grow into this one, so make sure you're getting enrolled. But yeah, I'm gonna say that there's definitely a Phineas and Ferb episode where they explain what an ampersand is.
All right, we'll have to do some digging.
But we do have one final national day to get into before we move on to some more great news.
That's right, and it's National Pediatric Hematology and Oncology Nurses Day. On September 8th, National Pediatric Hematology and Oncology Nurses Day recognizes the hardworking and dedicated professionals bringing care to patients each day. Yes, they do amazing work and such hard work. I could only imagine what they have to go through on a day-to-day, especially in pediatric, working with children who have to deal with all these ailments and illnesses. I could only imagine the strain and stresses it puts on these nurses.
Yeah, well, that nurse manages patients' care and assists patient families with learning about diagnosis and treatment. Conditions/diagnosis range from congenital to acquired with often unknown etiology, and can be life-threatening and or life-changing/altering.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a hard one to do. So I mean, on this day we honor those people, as that takes some real guts to be able to go into that.
And I can only imagine how many children out there rely on these nurses just to brighten their day, even just to be there for them in their times where they need that comfort.
Yes, I mean it's some really awesome stuff that those people are doing. We got 1 minute and 20 seconds to get enrolled in this game number 5 of Vikings Bingo. We got $1,784 of total prizes that we're hoping to give out, and hopefully we see you guys in this next game.
Well, if you guys are a pediatric hematology or oncology nurse, here's a little bit of extra luck out for you, as you guys are great people doing amazing work each and every day.
Yes. We do have a little bit of Twins news to get into, as it's not good Twins news. They're 68 and 66, and the Yankees swept a doubleheader from Minnesota, 5-4 and 7-1 in those wins. Just not what we'd like to see.
No.
As it definitely bumped us a little bit farther back, making it quite difficult to catch up to those Cleveland Guardians.
No, if we lose one more time, we're getting pushed back to third.
Ooh, that's not what we want to see. And we do have a game today against those darn Yankees. And hopefully we can get the win as we are over there in New York. And we take them on at 6:05 p.m. right after we get off that happy hour broadcast.
Absolutely. So if you guys want to show your support and give them a little bit of extra luck to try and take home a win today, you can play our awesome E-Tab game, Twins Win, which is an awesome one. And you can even check out that home run derby bonus round where if you pick a lucky batter, you'll get to take home some Grand Slam prizes.
Oh, yeah. I love Let's Go Wild as well.
But, I know. It's always on the mind.
But, yes, great game. Twins win. Super fun stuff. It's funny. You and Will have been mixing up all the Minnesota Twins game and the Minnesota Wild game a bunch recently. Him on the last, I think, 2 broadcasts I've been on him with has said the slap shot bonus round for Twins win, not realizing that, there's no slap shots in baseball.
No.
We do have a line prize going out to Bodine over at Silver Creek Inn, taking home $7.
Nicely done. Now we're working on a $7 large M and that $1,767 jackpot. But if you guys are taking home some great prizes today during our lunchtime show and each and every day from 12 to 1, no matter if we're playing our Twins bingo or our Vikings bingo, you guys are taking home points to compete against each other in the Twiking Zone standings. And hopping right into the player side of things, in 10th place we have Puts at American Legion Pine River, who sits with 53,000 points. 9th place is T-Bone at Poppers with 56,000. Then in 8th place we have Tez, also playing at Poppers, but with 73,000 points. 7th place is Red at American Legion Fridley with 86,000. The 6th place is Caribou at Trail Stop Tavern with 116,000. Then with 138,000 in 5th place we have Nan at Corky's Bar South Haven. 4th place is Mikey Wins at Steebles with 143,000 points. 3rd place is Scrub Eye at VFW Blaine with 151,000. With 158,000 in 2nd place, getting pushed back from 1st is Loser Dave at Finlayson Municipal Bar. And in 1st place right now, we have Sinbob at Corky's Bar South Haven sitting with 161,000 points.
Ooh, crazy. Sinbob taking over the 1st place spot. But we do have Loser Dave out there getting a few wins, trying to creep their way back up into 1st place as they've been there for a while.
Absolutely. It's going to be some really exciting stuff watching them duke it out, trying to take over that 1st place spot. But we also have locations competing against each other in these standings as well.
But before I get into that, we do have a large M winner with Fu Manchu over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, taking home $7, giving us a little run-up. And before I get into the standings, we're also going to watch this run-up to make sure we don't give out this $1,000 prize.
Come on,
Let's see,
52.
last opportunity to do so.
Oh.
And it doesn't look like it's happening. Moving on to a $10 Musco coverall prize as Fu Manchu is still 1 ball away. But on to the location standings. In 10th place, we got Steve O's and Crystal with 61,000 points. With 66,000 points in 9th place, we got Cooper's Restaurant Egan. 8th place is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 87,000 points. With 98,000 points in 7th place, we got Miniger's Sports Hub in La Crescent. And before I get into the 100,000 point club, we got a winner.
That's right, Fu Manchu over at Carboni's Pizza is taking home that $10 Musco prize. Nicely done to all of our winners in this game number 5. We're about to be enrolled in game number 6.
Ooh, fun stuff. But back to the Twiking Zone standings. In 6th place in our 100,000 point club with exactly 125,000 points, we got our place on 3rd and Faribault. 5th place is VFW Blaine with 151,000 points. With 201,000 points in 4th place, just recently getting into the 200,000 point club, we got Poppers in Virginia. 3rd place is Corky's Bar South Haven with 279,000 points. With 335,000 points in the 2nd place, we got American Legion Fridley, and we move out of that 300,000 point club very quickly to the 400,000 point club, because 1st place we got VFW Spring Lake Park with 439,000 points.
That's right. That's some really exciting stuff. So make sure you guys play each and every day from 12 to 1 to take home some points against each other in these Twiking Zone standings. Right now, if you guys didn't know, we're listening to A Little Ruby's Adventure, which is an awesome E-Tab game that's got a female heroine. It's kind of like an Indiana Jones theme if it was a female. And you guys get to take home some great cash along the way while you play. But if that doesn't sound up to your speed, we have over 50 different charitable E-Tab games that you guys can choose to play at any time. All of our games have 85% payout and huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5, awesome bonus rounds, and free play rounds as well that you guys can win.
Okay, definitely some awesome stuff there. And if a Ruby's Adventure was a movie and you were the director, what is Ruby's big prize at the end of her adventure?
I feel like it has to be a ruby.
It has to be a ruby. And I'm gonna say that's too on the nose. Like her name's Ruby, so I'm.
That was the first thing that came to my head.
I'm gonna say her name's Ruby, and that's why it's called Ruby's Adventure. And I'm gonna say that this is in the same universe as Matilda, and Matilda puts all of her powers into a ring, and Ruby is coming after the
powerful ring.
The power of the Matilda ring.
Wow.
That is my.
You just come up with that?
Yeah, that just popped into my head.
I'm sitting next to Martin Scorsese over
exactly.
here.
I mean, get me in a director's booth, and I'll give you a hit.
Wow.
We got 50 seconds to get enrolled in this game number 6 of Vikings Bingo.
What made you think of Matilda?
I don't know. It just popped into my head.
The power of Matilda.
Yeah, it's the power of Matilda. And
I guess.
I've always been confused on why Matilda had like superpowers and stuff like that. And so it would make more. It would be fun if there was like a
it always
continuation.
confused me as well. When I was a kid, I just thought it was like her imagination that she was using.
And she like lost it when she got older, kind of thing. That makes sense. We got 20 seconds to get enrolled in this game number 6. $1,820 on the line, and hopefully you guys are playing those e-tabs as well as checking out maybe playing this game of Vikings Bingo. But as you're doing those, we have some music history to get into. And in 2001, Kylie Minogue releases the single Can't Get You Out of My Head with a la 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 chorus that does indeed burrow into the brain, a global smash. It's her first big hit in America since The Locomotion in 1988.
I never knew that this was the same person.
Yes, isn't that weird? Like 2 songs.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, really funny.
That is super strange.
Yeah, I mean, two really entertaining songs.
Both played very big roles in my life for very different reasons.
Really?
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
The Locomotion, I had like copious amounts of choreographed dance routines too as a child.
Oh,
But
I'm sure.
Can't Get You Out of My Head was like a iconic song for me.
Yeah, she is the highest selling female Australian artist of all time, having sold over 80 million records worldwide.
Crazy. We do have Dan SP46 over at Cowboy Jack Plymouth taking home that $6 line prize.
Yeah, definitely some awesome
Can't
stuff
get
there.
you out of my head.
Yeah, we're now working on that $6 large M as well as a $1,800 coverall prize. Yeah, both those songs, very catchy songs.
Mm-hmm. Very easy to get stuck in your head.
Yeah, you could be singing that all day.
I probably will.
Great stuff.
Well, next up in 2020 today, McDonald's introduces the Travis Scott meal. It's a quarter pounder with cheese, Sprite, fries, and some barbecue sauce. It's the first McOffering named after a celebrity since 1992, with the McJordan appearing on the menu.
Ah, that is awesome.
Let's see what the McJordan entails.
Yeah. What was the McJordan? We need to know that as well.
So let's see.
Yeah. We do have balls still dropped in this game as we got players 3 balls away from this large M. We want to give it out quickly so that we have a run-up at this coverall jackpot. Some big-time players out there getting after it. T-Bone, Yo-Yo, and Hubcat 2 balls away. As now Rabbit02 and some more players are joining up at that 2 ball away mark. And we got our winner on the large M. It's T-Bone over at Poppers, taking home that $6 large M, as we only have 2 balls to give out this $1,800 jackpot, and it doesn't look like we're doing it. We're moving on to a $10 must-go coverall prize, meaning that jackpot is continuing to grow and roll into a game number 7. Should be some really fun stuff. But did you find out the McJordan?
Yes, I did. There's 2 different meals that I think honored him. And the first one in the 90s was a cheeseburger on a sesame bun that had pickles, raw onions, mustard, barbecue sauce, and bacon.
Okay.
But before I go over the updated one, we have a winner.
We got Rabbit02 over at Tankers Bay Bar and Lanes taking home $10. Good job to all the winners in this game number 6 of Vikings Bingo. We're now getting rolled into a game number 7.
That's right, but the updated McJordan meal was a quarter pounder that had bacon and barbecue sauce.
Okay. Super cool stuff. I mean, it's fun whenever you get those. And I think that was super popular for a second, the Travis Scott meal, the quarter pounder with cheese, Sprite, barbecue sauce, fries.
Sounds right. That's your order.
That is my order right there. So me and Travis Scott, we're,
on the same wavelength.
2 peas in a pod. Good job, too. Really, really fun stuff in this music history. But if you guys want to make PGL history, well, maybe not that big, but it's super fun. Get signed up at pgl.world and become a member of our league. PGL players, they compete for points and have access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has a lot of great information in it. We've recently been sending out a bunch about PyCon 2022, which is happening Thursday, September 15th.
Next week.
Yes, we are going to be back at the Ledge Amphitheater in Waite Park. It's going to be super fun. That event has been sold out and registration has been closed, but that doesn't mean you have to miss out on all the great PyCon action. You can come out to one of your local bars that has a Pilot TV and watch a bunch of that great action, as well as compete for some good prizes during our games, which we'll be broadcasting live all day long for.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure if you guys didn't sign up and get your spot registered, you're coming out and watching us all day long on those Pilot TVs. But we hope to see you guys out there at Waite Park September 15th, next Thursday, just a week from today. But if you guys sign up at pgl.world, you get a lot of that great, awesome stuff, but you also get highlighted in a newcomer special. We got Mr. C's, Javon26, Just for Fun, Lishi, B Taller. We also had Terror Bear, Sniffles, T Concert. We had Pevonti. We had D. Stroge. We had Dazzle68, Rabino, Lord Help Me, Esther Ray, Hunter's Mom, Unluck Me 1, and Southern Q.
Yeah, definitely some great names out there.
Some of you guys stump me with those names.
Yeah, they're always super confusing, and it's super fun. But those players are now competing for points to get into our PGL top 10s. And just last night, we had some shakeups in these exact top 10s. And I'll go over the player side of it. Getting bumped back from 8th all the way to 10th place, we got Nixon over at VFW Roseville with 463,000 points. With 478,000 points, previously unranked, moving to 9th place, we got Brizo over the Underground Bar and Grill. Previously unranked, moving to 8th place, we got Sarah Honey over at VFW Austin with 499,000 points. With 510,000 points in 7th place, moving back from 6th, we got Moose over at Municipal Liquor Store La Center. Moving up from 7th into 6th, we got Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill with 525,000 points. With 553,000 points in 5th place, we got Keeves over at Clearwater Legion Post 323. 4th place is Keith over at Billy's Rockford with 563,000 points. With 571,000 points in 3rd place, we got Devoided at the Roadside. 2nd place is Bergar over at the Rusty Nail Thief River Falls with 572,000 points. And a player that just continues to run away with this 1st place spot is Forget You D over at VFW Austin, now with a whopping 825,000 points.
That's some really exciting stuff, but I'm going to hop right into the location standings because in 10th place, we start off with Corner Bar and Grill Winstead with 1,473,330 points. Coming in from unranked into 9th place, we got VFW Austin, who now sits with 1,482,565 points. But before I go any further, we already got a line prize winner.
Player over at Poppers in Virginia taking home $9. Good job, player. Now working on a $9 large M.
That's right, but now into 8th place, getting pushed back from 7th after last night, it's Rusty Nail Thief River Falls, who sits with 1,491,920 points. Moving up from 8th place now into 7th, it's LJ's in Miltona, who sits with 1,552,400 points. 6th place is Miltona Liquor Store, sitting with 1,558,210 points. 5th place is Corner Pocket and Rice with 1,793,540 points. Now to the 2 million point club. 4th place sits with VFW Northfield with 2,040,310 points, our latest location getting up into that point club. 3rd place is Mabel Liquor Store with 2,128,610 points. And now big shakeups happening as our 1st place location got pushed back to 2nd last night. Poppers in Virginia losing their reigning title. They're sitting with 2,389,145 points. Taking over 1st place though from 2nd, it's Howie's Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud with 2,437,135 points.
Really, really crazy stuff, as Howie's Sports Bar and Grill doesn't have a single player in the PGL's top 10. So it's a group effort out there, getting a bunch of of wins. Good job to all the locations and players getting after it. But right now, we are in a bit of a lull of our Wild season, and so there's not really any new news. But if you want to get a little bit of Minnesota Wild action, play the great eTab game, Let's Go Wild. You can even check out the Slapshot bonus round and see if you can score yourself a really nice prize.
We got Nan at Corky's Bar in South Haven taking home that $9 large M as we work on this $14 must-go prize with CEO one ball away.
Oh, the CEO.
Very important
Big time
player.
stuff there. Yeah, over at Vic's Bar and Grill in Moorhead. We'll see if they can take it home or if there's going to be more people joining up, and there's that more people. But it didn't change the outcome of that win. CEO over at Vic's Bar and Grill in Moorhead is taking sole possession of that must-go coverall prize, $14 going out to you.
That was game number 7. We're about to begin enrolled in game number 8. Only 3 more chances today to take home this Vikings bingo jackpot. So definitely, guys, get enrolled in our last couple games as we try and give out some great prizes to you guys. But we have a very important fishing report to get into with you guys.
Yeah, and we're checking in with Isles Onamia at Lake Millie Locks, done by Explore Minnesota on September 1st. And as of September 1st on Lake Millie Locks, you can keep one walleye 22 to 23 inches long, or one longer than 26 inches. With fishing allowed from 6 a.m. to midnight, Millie Locks is full of 26-inch plus walleye, but most of the walleye are slow to bite since they have been gorging on the abundant forage in the lake. For the most fish, avoid areas where schools of minnows are located.
All right, that's some good stuff to know. And if you guys want to be in the know about everything we got going on here, we have a lot of great places for you guys to check that out. But one great place for you to check out is our Facebook page, because that is a hub for you guys to send all those amazing player pictures you guys take. Whether you're taking home a jackpot, like you can see some of our prime examples right next to us on this enrolling screen. But if you guys just want to hold up your eTab game that's your current favorite, or just you're having fun with your buddies next to you while playing Pilot games, we want to see it. You can send them to that Facebook page, or you can send them anywhere on any of your social medias with the hashtag Pilot Games, or you can email them us directly at jackpots@pilotgames.com.
Oh yeah, and we got a great player picture of Crazy Kid right here. $607 going out to him. A really, really fun picture. And he's so consistent with sending in those player pictures.
Oh, yes.
Appreciate you, Crazy Kid. But we do have a little bit of Vikings news as we're coming up to our first game. Natural light will be flowing through US Bank Stadium's signature ETFE roof and legacy gates long before kickoff. But the real illumination might not occur until a way into the game. O'Connell and Packers head coach Matt LaFleur have been mindful of not showing much on offense or defense during the preseason games because they didn't want opposite sideline to be able to scheme for anything. Minnesota also did not scheme for its opponents. That means preseason games had the zest of an unflavored rice cake. Sunday will be the first chance to add some zeal and reveal how the Vikings plan to implement their offense and defense in this new era.
That's some really exciting stuff, and we got that game happening this Sunday as they go up against the Packers at 3:25 for you guys. You can even click on that sports link on the Player Connect app and fill out those e-tip boards. Officially, we are in season again to take home those points that way, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's really fun. I think those e-tip boards, I have not won a single one of those e-tip boards yet.
I think I've won once.
You may have. You may have.
I think maybe once.
I just know that I have never won it ever, and it affects me emotionally, mentally, and I really need to get a win in that at some point this season.
All right, well now it's officially happening, so you will have plenty of opportunities.
I haven't filled out my e-tip boards yet, so I should probably do that right now. Let's see.
I guess I will too.
Yeah, let's find out what we're going to end up selecting in these e-tip boards as I got to get them selected. All right, I'm going to go with a nice straight line pattern right down. Actually, never mind. There's a lot of people who've already selected out their e-tip boards, so I got to pick around from somewhere else. I'm going to go with the nice L shape.
Can you just pick 5?
In the corner.
We got a winner as Kit Kat over at Wildwood Sports Bar and Grill Rochester is taking home that $10 line prize. Now we're working on a $10 large M and a $1,869 jackpot. Oh gosh, they're getting filled out as we speak.
Yes, I just filled out those ones. So really, really fun
it
stuff.
5 of them?
Yeah, you fill out 5 different squares, and then it's just random on if you end up earning points or not, because it gets all scrambled up and all that, and it should be a lot of fun.
All right.
We are still working on that $10 large M as we got CEO 3 balls away. But if you guys want some other Vikings action, play the great E-Tab game we teamed up with the Minnesota Vikings for, Vikings Victory. Pick a letter in the skull bonus and see if you can win some big prizes.
Absolutely. It's a lot of fun, but we're working on this large M and jackpot with Kevin, CEO, and Brother Nate, all 3 balls away. But we got some really exciting celebrity birthdays to talk about with you guys.
First one, born in 1925, we got Peter Sellner, an English actor and comedian, is a part of The Goon Show, Bobo, and Pink Panther.
Nice.
Yeah, let's find out a little bit more about Peter Sellner.
Absolutely. We got CEO 1 ball away with Kevin trying to take home this large M. Let's get this out so we have a little bit of a run up at this jackpot in this game number 8.
That is awesome. It looks like he was the original Jacques Cousteau.
Really?
Yeah, he is was an English actor and comedian. He first came to prominence performing in the BBC radio comedy series The Goon Show, featured on a number of hit comic songs, and became known to a worldwide audience through his many film roles. Among them, Chief Inspector Clouseau is in the Pink Panther series.
We got Fu Manchu over at Carboni's Pizza taking home that $10 large M, and that $16 must-go prize is going out to Darren over at the Rusty Nail Thief River Falls. Those are all of our winners from game number 8. We're about to be getting rolled in game number 9 now. Only 2 more chances at taking home this jackpot today.
Oh yeah, but to continue on with our celebrity birthday list, as you guys get enrolled in this game number 9, born in 1932, we got Patsy Cline, a American country singer who did Crazy, I Fall to Pieces, and Walkin' After Midnight.
Yeah, I actually did not know that Patsy Cline's real name was Virginia Hensley.
Yeah, I feel like that's a great country music name as well. Virginia Hensley.
Mm-hmm.
But Patsy Cline, easier to say, I guess. Considered one of the most influential vocalists of the 20th century, and was one of the first country music artists to cross over into pop music.
Mm-hmm. Very cool stuff.
Yeah, really, really interesting. Yeah, she had a net worth of $10 million when she ended up passing away.
That is some really exciting stuff. We are still on the screen. Oh, just taking its sweet time, I guess.
Yeah, 2 minutes and 10 seconds to get enrolled in this game number 9. Hopefully you're getting enrolled in press and play, as we have over $1,864 of total prizes.
That's right. And next up on our celebrity birthday list, today in 1942, Chuck Plotkin was born. The American recording engineer and producer, worked with Bruce Springsteen, Bob Dylan, and New Orleans.
Really, really big time stuff. I mean, 2 names, Bruce Springsteen and Bob Dylan. I mean, you work with those 2, you get your name on
right.
this list. Good.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Chuck. Next up, born in 1962, we got Thomas Kretschmann, an English actor, and he's a part of the Resident Evil series, as well as a few other older movies.
Very cool stuff. You guys have just about a minute and a half to get enrolled in this next game, but Thomas Kretschmann was, let's see.
He's in The Pianist. He's in A Taxi Driver, King Kong.
Stalingrad.
Yeah, Indiana Jones 5, which is going to be coming out next year, it looks
like. Valkyrie.
A bunch of the Resident Evil series. He's part of Blade 2.
Very cool stuff.
He's even in the Marvel Universe, as he made an appearance in Avengers Age of Ultron.
Really?
Yeah. Now I want to know what he played in the Avengers.
Yeah, I wonder if he's credited.
Yeah, see if he's credited for anything. As he is Byron Strucker.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff. But you guys have just about 30 seconds to get enrolled in this game number 9. And we got a lot of great prizes. Over $1,960 in total prizes to be awarded.
Ah, okay. Yeah, he's like the evil scientist that's like experimenting on Wanda and stuff like that.
Yeah, with the monocle.
Yes. Really cool stuff. Well, interesting
Happy
actor.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Thomas Kretschmann.
Absolutely. In 1971, we got David Arquette, who was born the American actor, director, and producer. He was in Scream as well as Kiss and Tell.
Yeah, he's in the entire Scream series, which is a super big series that ran for a really long time.
Yeah.
How many different Screams are there? Scream 5, it looks like, is coming out this year.
Yeah, I think he's even in, is he in Scary Movie?
I don't know. He's in
He looks like
Never
the guy.
Been Kissed.
Oh.
He's in the 2020 movie Spree with the actor from Stranger Things. The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the 1992 version.
I know him from that. I loved that movie.
Yeah, really cool stuff.
Very funny. Happy birthday, David Arquette.
Yeah, next up, born in 1971, basically twins with David Arquette, just different families. It's Martin Freeman, an English actor. He's in The Hobbit as well as Sherlock.
We got Kramer over at the Clover taking home that $11 line prize. Nicely done as we work on this $11 large M and this $1,929 jackpot.
Oh, yeah. Well, he has won an Emmy Award and a BFTA Award and Screen Actors Guild Award and has been nominated for a Golden Globe Award. I mean, he's
been in so much.
Been in a lot of different things. Sherlock, big one. Hobbit, the Hobbit trilogy was huge. He's also in the UK Office, which is actually the original Office.
Mm-hmm. He was the villain in Black Panther.
Oh, he was, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
He's in Hot Fuzz.
Yes, he's in a bunch of, very much a working actor that's done a
Been
bunch.
around for so long.
Been doing a bunch of different works for a long time. Happy birthday, Martin Freeman.
Next up in 1979, we have Pink. Her real name is Alicia Beth Moore. She is an American singer. Get the Party Started, Try, Just Give Me a Reason, so many more.
Yeah, big time singer that's done a lot of work. Happy birthday, Pink. Next up, born in 1981, is Jonathan Taylor Thomas. He's an American actor that's in Home Improvement, and is I think he's just a big time childhood actor. That played in a bunch of things. He actually is in the TV show that I've been watching, Smallville. And he makes an appearance on it as a guy who can make a duplicate of himself.
Really?
But he's also in Man of the House.
Last Man Standing.
Yeah, Wild America, Tom and Huck.
We got a lot of winners, though, as we got T-Bone at Poppers, as well as Webb at Miniger Sports Hub, CEO at Vic's Bar and Grill. Who else? Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon, Kramer at the Clover, Sinbob at Corky's Bar South Haven, Cavaline at Danny's Dugout, Fu Manchu at Carboni's Pizza, all of them splitting up that large M of $11. And we got that Musco prize going out to Hunter's mom at One More Club, taking home that $17 Musco prize. Nicely done to all of the winners in this game number 9. We're about to be getting rolled in game number 10.
Yeah, definitely some fun stuff there. Final game of Vikings Bingo. We're getting enrolled in your final opportunity on this Thursday to take home a Vikings Bingo jackpot. So make sure you're getting enrolled in Press and Play as we finish off our celebrity birthday list.
That's right. In 1989, we have Alexander Bilodeau. He is the Canadian freestyle skier. He won gold in 2010 and in 2014 in the Winter Olympics.
Really impressive stuff. I mean, whenever you can win gold back-to-back Olympics is always impressive. Born in 1989, we got Avicii, born Tim Bergling, a Swedish musician, DJ, remixer, and record producer. He did Levels, Wake Me Up, and Sunshine.
Yeah, passed away too young.
Yeah.
Next up in 1989, we have Domi Shi, the Chinese-Canadian animator. He worked with Pixar from 2011 through the present. He was also a director and screenwriter for Turning Red.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Turning Red. I thought it was a very cute, fun kids animated movie.
I would have loved it as a young girl. It's so good.
Oh, definitely. It's got that right amount of comedy.
Yes.
It's got a good amount. It's got good values that it puts into it. It's really fun. So if you haven't seen Turning Red, check it out. Happy birthday to the director of Turning Red, Dom Chi. Born in 2002, though. We got Gaten Matarazzo, an American actor, and he is part of Stranger Things.
He's my boy Dustin.
Yeah, fun fact, born without collarbones.
In 2002, I didn't realize.
You didn't realize?
It's just weird seeing people born in 2002 being like 20.
Oh, see, I would have just expected him to be earlier, like, than that. Like, I would expect him to be, like, 2002 seems, like, too soon, like, too late for him to be born. Like, it should have been, like, 2004, 2005, 2006 that he was born. Well, just because I've watched it, like,
as a kid,
I visualize him as, like, season 1, season 2, Stranger Things. What's his character name?
Dustin.
Dustin. That's what I picture him as. And so it's weird to think of him as an older, like, 20-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday to all of our celebrity birthdays. And if it's your birthday out there as well, happy birthday to you guys. You have just about 30 seconds to get enrolled in our final game of Vikings Bingo for today.
Oh, yeah. We have 5 quick key games of our Minnesota Timberwolves 2022-23 schedule. First one being Game 6 versus the Los Angeles Lakers. The first key game comes in that game number 6. Game 13 against the Memphis Grizzlies. If you didn't like watching us lose last year, you'll like watching us win in Game 13 against them. In Game 38, the third big game, that's against the Denver Nuggets. As that game will have 3 different top 5 centers in it with Nikola Jokic, Rudy Gobert, and Karl Anthony Towns. Should be a really fun one. Game number 63 against the Golden State Warriors. You know, we're heading towards the end of the season, and we're taking on the previous champions. I think that's always a big game. And then Game 65 versus the Philadelphia 76ers is the 5th big game, and that's just battling against James Harden and Joel Embiid. Should just be a good preparer for what's to come in the playoffs.
All right, well, we got a line prize winner as it's going out to CEO over at Vic's Bar and Grill Moorhead, taking home that line prize of $13 as we work on this $13 large M and this $1,996 jackpot closing in on $2,000.
Yeah, really cool stuff. We'll see if we can give out these prizes. But as we are trying to work on these prizes, we got some movies released on today. And in 2000, Nurse Betty was released on today.
I don't think I've seen this.
Nurse Betty, isn't that... That's got a big-time actress in it, I'm pretty sure.
Renee Zellweger?
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. I actually don't. I thought it was a different person, as I thought her reminds me also of young lady who voices Aunt Fanny in Robots.
Oh, Jennifer Coolidge.
Yes, I think them two young kind of look similar. And so I thought it was Jennifer Coolidge in this, as it just looked familiar to me.
Yeah, she's actually the actress. Yeah, I see it. Mm-hmm. I've just never thought to compare them.
Yeah, don't look anything alike as they age, but young them, I definitely see a similarity. Nurse Betty, fun one, released on today.
Yeah, next up in 2006, The Covenant was released.
That's got a big-time cast.
It's got a huge cast. It's about a group of male witch warlocks.
Yes, it's crazy.
At a boarding school, and it's got so many people. We got Colleen over at Beef O'Brady's of Monticello taking home that $13 large M.
Yeah, it's got Sebastian Stan, Taylor Kitsch, and Chase Crawford, which are the 3 that I know that are all big-time actors now.
Oh, yeah.
And released on today in 2022, a live-action Pinocchio was released.
Live action?
Yeah, it looks like it's live action.
Really?
Yeah.
I was wondering if this was the...
No, it's not.
Okay.
It is completely different, as I did not know this was coming out.
But
it's a weird one. It's got Tom Hanks in it playing
Geppetto.
Yeah, playing Geppetto. Really cool stuff.
But we got Red as well as T-Bone. Both splitting up that Musco prize of $19 on our last game of Vikings Bingo. But we want to talk about a very important player before we let you guys loose to jump into the 25-cent card edition of Jackpot Hunter.
And that's Down to Earth at VFW Dilworth, who took home over $10,000 over the weekend. And everyone playing at VFW Dilworth is supporting the VFW Post 1223 Dilworth H&H. And their mission is to foster camaraderie among United States veterans of overseas conflicts, to serve our veterans, the military, and our communities, to advocate on behalf of all veterans. A great reason to be playing Pilot games, and you guys are supporting charity wherever you're playing Pilot games at. And so remember, when you play Pilot games, your community wins.
See you guys.
love giving out jackpots throughout the entire week, but we also love to highlight the jackpots that go out over the weekend, and we definitely had a great list of jackpots this weekend.
That's right, and starting Friday off right, we had T-Bone over at BNL Bar taking home $1,453.
Then we had Squigs also on that Friday at VFW Brooklyn Park taking home $642.
Nicely done. Next up, we got Barb K over at VFW Brooklyn Park taking home $759.
Then Easy E over at White Bear Bar took home $646.
Nicely done. And then the last jackpot going out on Friday was the largest one of the weekend, and it went out to Mad Dog over at Boudreaux's Bar 2, taking home a whopping $18,372.
Good job to all the winners on Friday. Now moving on to Saturday, we had Ray over at American Legion Milanka taking home $3,098.
Nicely done. Next up, we had Forget You D at Lyle Liquor taking home $1,685.
Yeah, then on Saturday, finishing off our Saturday, we had KMP over at the Woodshed Lamport taking home $1,017.
Nicely done. Next up, we had Why Not Me 1 over at Broadway Bar and Pizza Rochester taking home $1,655.
Yeah, then we had John, Funk, and Jim over at Lookout Bar and Grill taking home $4,413.
And the final jackpot we gave out this past weekend went out to G-Force over at Moonlit Bay, taking home $2,630.
Well, definitely some great jackpots going out during this weekend. If you guys happen to be a jackpot winner, make sure you message in a player picture over to us so that we can show you guys off on the broadcast. And also, while you guys are playing these games, remember, when you play Pilot games, your community wins.
Hey guys, each and every day from 12 to 1, we love our lunchtime bingo, and you guys take home points to compete against each other in our Twiking Zone standings each and every day while playing.
Oh yeah, and on the player side, in 10th place, we got Juicy Loser over at VFW Columbia Heights with 44,000 points. With 45,000 points in 9th place, we got T-Bone over at Poppers. 8th place is Tez over at Poppers with 62,000 points. With 79,000 points in 7th place, we got Red over at American Legion Fridley. 6th place is Caribou over at Cooper's Restaurant with 87,000 points. With 109,000 points in 5th place, we got Nan over at Corky's Bar South Haven. 4th place is Mikey Wins over at Steve-O's with 111,000 points. With 127,000 points in 3rd place, we got Scrub Eye at VFW Blaine. 2nd place is Simbob over at Bedrock with 129,000 points. And with 140,000 points in 1st place, we got Loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park.
That is some really exciting stuff. And on the location side of things, in 10th place, we got Floppy Crappie at Pokegama Township with 50,000 points. With 52,000 in 9th place, it's Cooper's Restaurant in Egan. 8th place is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 79,000 points. With 86,000 in 7th place, it's Miniker's Sports Hub in La Crescent. Then in 6th place, it's Our Place on 3rd and Faribault with 105,000 points. With 141,000 points in 5th place, it's VFW Blaine. Then in 4th, it's Poppers in Virginia, sitting with 169,000 points. Then with 222,000 points in 3rd place, it's Corky's Bar in South Haven. 2nd place is American Legion Fridley, sitting with 281,000 points. Then with 365,000 points in 1st place is VFW Spring Lake Park.
Yeah, good job to all those locations and players. And if you want to come out and earn some points towards these standings, come out from 12 to 1 to earn some cash as well as a great time in some Twins Bingo.